wouldn't I be? Because I always am. My hair is growing in, and since it's curly, it's like, look, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. Okay, I give up. I'm not gonna fight it because at least it's growing in. So we're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. So in this car vlog, I wanted to talk about sort of like my weight loss journey, where I am now, where I want to be, all that sort of thing. So in my 20s, like in my early 20s, I lost like 90 pounds, and it came off like very quickly. I think I lost like 60 pounds in 8 months, and then I lost the rest of it within that next following year. And I kept that off, even like I put a little bit back on right before I had Avery, and I was 27 when I had him. But then after I, like a little bit, I'm meaning like 20 pounds maybe, I got down to from like 250 to like 117. And I'm going to tell you this right now, it was really healthy at first. Then I got into like fitness, and I was a personal trainer, and then I got into bodybuilding and things like that, and it became, for a while, it was a little bit obsessive. I will admit that. 117 pounds for my frame. I'm, pretty broad-shouldered. I am 5'6.5". 117 pounds on me was sickly looking. My ribs were hanging out, my clavicle. I would get to a point where I would eat in the morning to work out for 2 hours, and then I wouldn't eat the rest of the day. It was very, very unhealthy. And I'm saying this because when you have a dramatic weight loss, like there's a couple of things that happen. One is like when it happens too fast, like you have, like it's like your brain doesn't catch up with the fact that you've lost this weight. So even to this day, I don't think I see in the mirror what other people see. And it can become addictive, just like food or drinks or whatever. Fitness and weight loss can be addictive, and I was definitely addicted to it for quite a while, but I ended up getting over there and sort of leveled off into a maintainable weight. I gained a little bit before I had Avery, and then obviously I gained weight when I had my son. But I actually I weighed less after I had him than before. I was a stay-at-home mom for the first 5 years, which I'm always grateful and blessed for. So we did everything together, running around together, and all kinds of stuff. But once I then Avery became bigger, the gym has always been a part of my life. I've always been with people or in relationships with people who, for the most part, most of them were into fitness in some way, usually bodybuilders of some type. So I always was into like eating a certain way, and just because it was like I was preparing food for them, so I prepared food for me. It was just normal. That stayed consistent until the end of my last marriage. So about 4 years ago, I was in a very, I'm not even sure I want to talk about that right now, but my marriage was not good. And it ended, and a lot of things happened after my marriage ended that affected my life quite a bit. I basically had to, and I still am doing it, I had to completely rebuild my life 4 years ago. I relocated from a place that I lived almost 20 years back to my hometown area, not my hometown, but my hometown area. And I had lived here since I was, 18, 19, 20, whatever. So just in that in and of itself was challenging. The move also meant that I was a full, complete single mom 24/7, because I did relocate like 6 hours away from where I normally had been living. And yeah, so there was a lot of challenges when it came to that. So I gained quite a bit of weight back, like I'd say 50 or so pounds. And then, then I got into a big depression and things like that. So over this last 2 years, last year I lost like 20 something pounds. And then this year I lost, I think I've lost 35 or 40 of the 50 that I gained. So I'm heading there, but my goal definitely, I would like to lose another 10 or 15 pounds. And it's not just for vanity's sake. I feel more comfortable. If you watch my car vlog about the plastic surgery, I am not naturally busty. I have implants, but when I gain weight in my stomach and my chest area. So I'm much bigger in the chest than I'm supposed to be, and because it's an implant, it's not like as I gain and lose, I'm shifting the weight like normally. I'm already starting with much more weight there. So 10 pounds for me is going to make a difference between me having severe back issues and not. So, I mean, I just need to do it. And I've been doing it. And I tried paleo, and paleo actually worked very well for me until I fell off the wagon. It was awesome until I fell off the wagon. It does work. I don't think it's sort of like unrealistic in any way. But I also feel like it is very labor intensive. You have to be okay with food prepping. You have to be okay with packing. There's not a lot of options that, you know, for someone who's super busy running my son here, working here, doing this and that, you can really fall off the wagon just because simply there's not a lot of options. Keto, I think, is a little bit different, but I've done a lot of research on keto, and keto isn't the best for women, especially not long term. But so I am now trying to find like a happy medium between doing paleo but not being as strict. So I can go into a whole video on that too if you want to know. But I've always been someone who worked out. I always love lifting weights. I've always been that person. And, you know, it was just difficult because I have found that in this first couple years of my 40s, you know, when I lost that weight before, it just melted off. It was like, and then I could eat fast food and I've never been one that had a huge like metabolism. So I don't want you to get that twisted. But I could like, you know, eat fast food for a month, and then if I started seeing the weight creep off, I could just, you know, tighten it up for a week, and then there you go. It was like already reset. My body's not resetting like that anymore. The weight took much longer, like 20 something, 30 something pounds took almost a year. And for me, that's just unheard of. So like mentally I need to shift, and I need to get back into the routine that I was before. So, you know, I'm going back to the gym again, and I need to just be like food prepping, which I enjoy cooking. I love food prepping. So that's not an issue in and of itself. It's just a lot of it is like mental, and a lot of it, like, there are serious food addictions. Like, I definitely am a sugar addict, and I think that I have been, because when I went on when I went on paleo, I'm telling you this right now, and I wasn't eating that much sugar, I completely saw a difference. I still really don't eat dairy, because that, I could notice a difference in inflammation and things like that. I really did see a difference. Now when I eat gluten, especially anything white, I instantaneously get sick. So, you know, my body did well on paleo, just in general, health-wise. So I'm trying to find sort of a happy medium between like being strict hardcore paleo and being able to, like, you know, eat places or run late and grab something if I need to. So I'm working on that. But in general, I guess I have found that the funny thing is that there are times when I was, you know, a size 2 and I wasn't happy. And there was times when I was, you know, a size 16 and I wasn't happy. There was a time when I was an 8, and 8 is my natural, like, that's where I like to stay. I'm a 10 now, which I'm not, you know, I don't care, but 8 is where I feel the most comfortable. And I can tell you, there was years when I was an 8 and I thought it was beautiful, and there was years when I was an 8 when I thought it was, you know, overweight and gross. So I'm saying all this to say that it is a weight loss journey. It is a health journey. But it's also like, it's in your mind. Like, it really is in your mind. If you love and accept yourself for who you are, it really doesn't matter what the scale says or what your pants say. I do have a ton of cute clothes in size 8, though. That's my other motivation. But I'm just being goofy. But at the end of the day, it's like, I just want to get to a place where where these things don't control me anymore. And I understand that it really doesn't matter what the scale says. It's how I feel about myself. And I feel like now that I'm in my early 40s, so much stuff is clicking. And you get to this point where like you really feel like you wish it would have clicked earlier. But I mean, I think that's the point of growing older. It can't click earlier because you just don't know, you don't have those experiences. So if you're someone who's like struggling with weight loss or health, or, you know, just understand that it is a journey. And, you know, one misstep, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year of like, you know, not doing what you want to be doing or meeting those goals does not negate everything you've done before or what will negate what's coming up after. So I hope if you needed this message that it reached you. I needed to say it, to hear it for myself. I hope you are hoping to have a super fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next video.